Hi, my name is Chelsea Carena, and I am the Assistant Lifestyle Director here at EdenValleyInstitute of Wellness. I'd like to thank Straight Line Fitness Studio in Fort Collins for promoting and encouraging to get the ball rolling on this presentation. Originally, it was intended to be filmed at Straight Line Fitness Studio. However, under the present circumstances, we are filming right here from Eden Valley. Straight Line has a YouTube channel. If you search Rocky Mountain Rossiter, you will find the videos that they have been streaming on how to keep up with your fitness and your health and well-being at home. They are a really wonderful resource. Again, you can YouTube Rocky Mountain Rossiter and find their fitness tips and classes there. This Sunday at 4 p.m., our Lifestyle Director, Travis Laws, will be giving a live stream video on more details of the immune system. At that time, you can chat during the video and ask questions, and he will answer those for you then. Again, that is Sunday at 4 p.m. with our Lifestyle Director, Travis Laws. One of my favorite authors said, "Health is a great treasure. It is the richest possession mortals can have." What a gift that we can have, especially at this time in history, is our health. This afternoon, I'm here to share with you just how to restore power and healing in your body using remedies that most of us have access to. And you can remember these remedies or these laws of health by the simple acronym New Start. Again, that is New Start. And this is an acronym that entails 8 natural remedies that most, if not all of us, have access to. There are 8 aspects to your health and my health and well-being that will critically impact the strength of your immune system. At such a time as this, aren't we all trying to boost and improve our immune system? What is our immune system anyhow? Well, our bodies are made up of 12 systems, each comprised of different organs that perform specific functions. And one of these systems is the immune system. Our immune system is responsible for protecting our body from outside invaders such as bacteria, viruses, fungi, toxins, and the like. These are more generally termed pathogens, or we can just call them the bad guys. Most white blood cells, or our defense cells of the immune system, are made in our bone marrow. However, where the defense cells do their actual work, coming in constant contact with the bad guys, or pathogens, is mainly in our lymph nodes, our spleen, our tonsils, and the mucous membrane of our intestines. More than half of all cells that produce antibodies are found in the bowel wall, especially in the last part of the small intestine and in the appendix. And so it goes in saying that it is vitally important to possess a healthy digestive system because it establishes a great immune system. Therefore, it is very vitally important to treat our gut with utmost respect. What we are eating and drinking contributes to a healthy or an unhealthy gut flora and will inevitably affect our immune system. So, what should I eat? What should I avoid? This is where our first remedial agency comes into play. Do you remember the acronym? 8 letters, New Start. And that first remedial agency is N for nutrition. So what should we eat? Well, foods that will contribute to a healthy gut flora, thereby having a better immune system, are whole food, plant-based foods that come straight from the earth, straight from the soil. Foods such as plant-based yogurts, sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, probiotics, these things all help to stimulate a good, healthy gut flora, and they will promote a better immune system. Foods rich in antioxidants will also help to boost our immune system and to have a healthy gut flora. Foods that are rich in antioxidants are those that come from the ground. So think of your vegetables, your fruits from the tree, and these things will help to fight free radicals in your body. And The free radicals are responsible for damaging the healthy cells in your body and inevitably weakening your immune system. So we want foods that are rich in antioxidants, which help to eradicate the free radicals and helps to maintain healthy cells and repair the damaged ones. At such a time as this, we also want to be boosting our vitamin C. Now, most of us might take an airborne or a supplement vitamin C, but we can get it straight from the foods that God has made. Foods that are high in vitamin C include cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, your citrus fruits such as grapefruit, your berries, strawberries, blueberries. Make those superfood smoothies. Things that are leafy and green have rich vitamin C levels. Your lemons, your oranges, tomatoes, sweet potatoes, bell peppers. If you notice, there's a trend here. All of these foods are very colorful. So if you're going to go to the grocery store and you're going to the produce aisle, look for the foods that are rich in color, and they will not disappoint you. 2 herbs that work very well to heal the intestines are slippery elm bark powder and aloe vera. These 2 things help to restore the mucous membranes of the intestines, thereby fostering a good, healthy gut flora and a healthy immune system. Slippery elm bark powder, you can purchase it through Amazon. You can look it up online. It's fairly cheap, and you can mix 1 teaspoon of slippery elm bark powder in a cup of water, and you'll notice that the longer it sits, it will thicken up. So if you'd like to pretend it's a healthy dessert, you can do that. That's what I do oftentimes. Very good for your gut. Also, aloe vera. Brenda, can you hand me the aloe vera leaf? The aloe vera plant is very beneficial for our gut. And if you don't know what aloe vera looks like, I just cut off a leaf from my plant. Looks just like this. And you can slice it in half and scrape out the insides, put it in smoothies, things like that. And it will help to restore the mucus lining of your intestines. Very good natural remedy. I hope you have your notebooks out, and if you don't already, you can run and find a pen, pencil, notebook, and you can write these things down. You can chat and ask for the recipes and things if you miss it. Otherwise, the video will be up after the live stream, so you can rewind and go back and get the things that you may have missed. Another aspect of nutrition that is important is understanding how long it takes our stomach to break down or digest the food that's just been put into it. After completing a meal, it takes the stomach 4 to 5 hours to digest that food that's just been put into it and to pass it through to the small intestines. This is why it is important to only eat scheduled meal times that are spaced out at least 5 hours from each other with no snacking in between. This gives your stomach time to have a break. How would you feel if you had to work all day, sometimes even into the night, with absolutely no break? You'd be pretty tired, right? Well, the same goes for your stomach. It's pretty tired when you're constantly putting food into it. So be nice to your stomach and give it a rest. The body likes a schedule, and it works best with one. For example, breakfast at 7:30, lunch at 1:30, and a light supper, if at all having a supper, at 6 o'clock. Then if you retire for the night around 9:30 or 10 o'clock, your stomach is resting and your whole body is able to have a very good night's sleep. Another tip is to stop eating at least 3 to 4 hours before you retire for the night. Have you ever ate something late at night and then you went to bed and you had nightmares or weird dreams, or maybe you woke up and you were nauseous, you just weren't feeling very well? Well, that's because your stomach had a hard time digesting the food because your body's trying to sleep and heal and restore. So, tip, stop eating at least 3 to 4 hours before you retire for the night, and your stomach will thank you, and so will your brain, because you will get a good, healthy sleep. At this time, I'm going to show you how to make a simple remedy called the flu balm. Now, if you feel a sickness coming on, you have a scratchy throat, you're coughing, you're just not feeling very well, you can make this simple remedy at home, and it is the flu balm. What you'll need is the juice of 1 lemon. So I'm going to cut up a lemon here. I'm just going to set it here for now. You have a jar. Ginger. You can use fresh ginger or powdered ginger. A 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. Now, ginger is great for stimulating the immune system and also fighting inflammation. So a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. If you want to make it even more hot, go for it and put more in there. Cayenne pepper is also a great stimulator of the immune system. Cayenne pepper, some people can handle a lot, some not at all. I'm kind of in between. So we'll put maybe a 1/4 teaspoon cayenne pepper. Next is 1 teaspoon of honey. Now the honey I have is crystallized, so at this time I'm going to pour the hot water. 1/3 cup of hot water, and this will help the honey to melt right into the mixture. There we go. 1/3 cup of boiling hot water. So we had the 1/4 teaspoon ginger, 1/4 teaspoon cayenne, and 1 teaspoon of honey. 1 drop of eucalyptus essential oil, just 1 drop. That'll do the trick. Eucalyptus essential oil is a great antiviral essential oil, antimicrobial, antibacterial, so it's great also at stimulating your immune system. And then we will put the juice of our lemon in there. Lemon also is great at stimulating that immune system. And when I mentioned the vitamin C earlier, citrus, all your citrus fruits are great in vitamin C. Then we're going to put the lid on the jar, let it steep or sit for about 10 minutes or so, and then you can stir it up and drink it down. That's your flu balm. We will post the recipe after this video. Another thing you could add to the flu balm is garlic. You can crush up as much garlic, raw garlic, as you can handle and put that in there as well. Garlic is one of the most potent herbs to stimulate the immune system. So go to Costco and get those big bags of garlic. It's not very expensive at all. Okay. Now that we've talked about nutrition, the next letter in our acronym of the natural remedies of New Start, E comes after N. E is for exercise. A restoring remedy to boost your immune system is exercise. We were made to move. We weren't made to sit all day and be on Instagram and YouTube and typing on our computer. We were made to be active. What type of exercise is ideal for boosting our immune system. Any type of exercise is great. However, high-intensity interval training is the best type of exercise. Short bursts of high intensity and longer periods of rest. For example, this morning, I went for a run. I didn't have much time before I had to go to work, but I still wanted to get a workout in. And so I went outside and I ran for 30 seconds as hard as I could, sprinting down the road, and then I walked for 90 seconds. I did this for a round of 6 times. So if you're following me, on the 2-minute mark, I would go as hard as I could for 30 seconds to get my heart rate up, my breathing fast, and then I would walk for 90 seconds. Then on the 4-minute, the 6-minute, the 8, 10, and 12. And then I got back to my house just in time, 14 minutes later, and that exercise was good enough for me. Of course, I did more things like push-ups and things like that. But what I'm trying to explain is that high-intensity interval training can do more for you than just running or jogging for 1 hour. And it's very time efficient, and this sort of exercise has been shown to boost the immune system, to boost the number of white blood cells circulating in your blood. If you're at home, you can simply be creative. Run up your flight of stairs for 20, 30 seconds until you're breathing fast, and then take a rest. And do it again for 6, 10 times. Be creative with it. Do jumping jacks. Jump up and down. Do push-ups. Anything to get that heart rate up and your lungs breathing faster. The next natural remedy is W. So we're at the end of new, start. W is water. Our body is a hydroelectric system. It absolutely needs water in order to function properly and to survive. Did you know that a newborn baby is comprised of 75% water? And the human adult body is made up of 60% water. Our brain and our heart, 75% water. Our lungs, 83% water. Even our bones are comprised of 31% water. Each day we lose 2 to 3 liters of water through our sweat, urine, bowel movements, and breathing. What does this mean? Well, we must compensate for the fluid loss. It is our duty to maintain a balanced water level. Your body and my body is made up of 37.2 trillion cells, and each one of those cells needs water to function properly. A properly hydrated cell is like the most luscious, plump grape that you've ever seen and you've ever had the privilege to eat. A dehydrated cell is like the most shriveled up, pathetic-looking raisin that you've ever seen. We want cells that are healthy and vibrant and looking like that delicious grape. So, how much water do I need to drink per day? It's a very simple calculation. Take your body weight, divide it in half, and that is how many ounces of water you need minimum per day. So, for example, I weigh 130 pounds. Dividing that in half is 65. I need a minimum of 65 ounces of water per day. Now, I exercise a lot, I move around a lot, so I drink more than that. I probably drink 90 ounces of water per day, and that suits me well. So, if you're not used to drinking water, try, if you divide your body weight in half and that seems like too much, half that and start that as a small goal and work up to the ultimate goal of half your body weight in ounces. Tying into digestion, it is well for us to stop drinking 30 minutes before a meal and resuming 90 minutes after a meal. Why is this? Well, this ensures that our stomach's hydrochloric acid is digesting our food properly and well. If we're drinking copious amounts of fluid with our food, then it hinders the digestion of our food and we don't absorb the proper amounts of nutrients from our food. What about external application of water? Specifically at such a time as this, contrast showers are ideal for every single person that has access to a shower. What is a contrast shower? 3 minutes as hot as you can take it, and 30 seconds as cold as you can take it for 3 rounds. This will stimulate your immune system in a very powerful way. More white blood cells will be released into your bloodstream and circulate through your blood to an area of infection or an area that is in need of healing. Again, that's 3 minutes as hot as you can stand it, 30 seconds as cold as you can stand it for a round of 3 times. Now, if you just can't do it the 3 times, try doing it just 1 round. So take your hot shower in the morning and end that hot shower with 30 seconds of cold. It will do your body a whole load of good. I do this every morning, and it's hard, but after you feel great, and your body will thank you. Sunlight is our next remedial agency. So remember the acronym, New Start. We're on that first S, sunlight. Get out in the sunshine. Stay at home order or not, you're still allowed to go outside in your yard and soak up the rays of that wonderful sunshine. Here at Eden Valley, it's a beautiful day, and I wish I could be outside. But sunlight is vital in establishing healthy sleep patterns in your brain. Try to get at least 15 minutes of sun exposure a day. Sunlight is a catalyst for creating vitamin D, which is a critical vitamin to maintain a healthy immune system. You can ramp up your daily dose of vitamin D by taking 4,000 to 10,000 IUs per day, 4 to 10 drops if 1 drop is 1,000 IUs. You can YouTube Dr. Wes Youngberg, and he gives more detail about the dosage of vitamin D that you should be taking. In case of first signs or cold, Dr. Wes Youngberg advises to take 50,000 IUs of vitamin D per day for 3 to 5 days only, and then go back to the daily dose for maintenance. Temperance is our next remedial agency. What is temperance? Temperance is abstinence from those things which are harmful and moderation in the things that are good. Even a good thing can be overdone. The classic example is sunburn. We can be in the sun too much, and we want to make sure that we are doing the good things in moderation. Abstaining from those things which are harmful. At such a time as this, it's very important to avoid processed sugar. Sugar is one of the most harmful things to our immune system. It weakens it and leaves us less defensive against viruses, bacteria, toxins, and the like. I'm not including maple syrup or honey, as those are the pure forms of sweeteners, but I'm talking about the refined cane sugar that we find in almost everything in a box or a jar at the store, and it will wreak havoc on your body. It increases inflammation and weakens your immune system dramatically. Please avoid the sugar. Your body will thank you. Alcohol also works to weaken the immune system. We've talked about how our gut flora plays a huge role in strengthening our immune system. Alcohol disturbs the microbiome of your intestines, altering the balance of healthy and unhealthy bacteria in your gut, thereby weakening the immune cells. Alcohol also damages the epithelial cells in your intestines, or the lining of your intestines, and it makes it harder to absorb nutrients from your food. Studies have also come to show that alcohol may impair the function of immune cells in the lungs specifically, leading to increased risk for pneumonia, tuberculosis, and acute respiratory distress syndrome. And I don't think I need to mention the harmful effects of smoking and recreational drugs. I think everyone with common sense understands that those things are harmful and therefore will impair our immune system. Okay, going back to the acronym New Start, we are on A for air or fresh air. Deep breathing is important, especially at this time. We need to get outside and take deep breaths. We need to sleep with our windows open. The stale air in your house could be slowly doing very much damage on your body. So at nighttime, sleep with your window open. Grab all the blankets that you can. If you are cold, you'll stay warm under the blankets, and you'll be able to breathe in that fresh air. Fresh air improves the body's immune response. It supports healthy function of all of our organs, and it is required for healthy brain function, also reducing the risk of heart attack and stroke. Our society today is filled with this. We're all hunched over on the computer, on the phone, maybe writing or reading, and what that's doing is collapsing our rib cage, pressing down onto our organs, especially the liver and our gut. So we want to stand up. We want to breathe in deep. Take a deep breath with me right now, and you'll notice that your rib cage expands and it leaves room for your organs to breathe. That's what we want to focus on when we go outside and we're breathing in that fresh air. It will also help to decompress your spine as well and open up that area. If you YouTube foundation training, they have great videos and tutorials on how to incorporate decompression breathing and deep breathing and correct posture into your life. So again, if you'd like more information on that, you can YouTube foundation training, and they will really help you to relieve back pain and also how to breathe properly. I'd like to also mention again that to sleep well, you want to crack your window so you're getting fresh air, even in the wintertime. It's essential to getting a good night's sleep, which segues into our next remedy, which is R for rest. The flyer promoting this presentation stated that sleep-tight hacks would be given, so pay close attention now if that's why you have tuned in. If you feel tired all the time, caffeine is not the answer, and I can tell you that from my personal experience. Caffeine tricks your body into using its vital energy stores. It's like taking a loan out to pay your loan that you already have. You see, the chemicals released in your brain when in a fight or flight situation become imbalanced when you're pounding down the coffee, and those energy reserves for emergency situations are used up, and you'll eventually crash harder than if you had just stayed away from it. Don't let the caffeine fool you. It is a thief in stealing your body's vital energy stores. Instead of drinking the coffee and the energy drinks, start drinking your water, and you will feel a significant difference over time. The hours of power for optimal sleep and for healthy brain filing and restoration of your body is between the hours of 9 p.m. and 2 a.m. Don't go to bed any later than 10 o'clock. Try your very best. Your body does the best healing and restoration between the hours of 9 p.m. and 2 a.m. Another tip, no screen time at least an hour before bed. Put your phone away, close the laptop at least an hour before you go to bed. Put your technology in another room altogether. I put my phone in the bathroom so it's not bothering me, I can't hear it, and when my alarm goes off, then I have to get out of my bed and walk to the phone, which also helps me to stay up instead of going back to sleep. It will make a huge difference if you leave the technology out of your room. The blue light from technology screens actually messes up your brain's circadian rhythm, which is responsible for regulating your sleep-wake cycle. And of course, rest also encompasses taking time for leisure and relaxation. We need a healthy balance of work and recreation in our lives. So make it happen. Take time for yourself. Many people have trouble sleeping, so I'm going to describe a few sleep-tight hacks for you. We had a past health guest here who had much trouble sleeping. She'd been on trazodone for 5 years. That's a pharmaceutical drug to help you sleep at night. And she was able to come completely off of it while staying here at Eden Valley for 14 days. So you're probably wondering, what did she do while she was here? Well, she implemented all 8 of these remedial agencies or laws of health that I've been discussing with you. She was eating scheduled meal times, 7:30 breakfast, 1:30 lunch, broth for supper at 6 o'clock. She was incorporating daily exercise. Every morning we were out there doing our high-intensity interval training, getting our fresh air, sunlight, and exercise all at the same time. She was getting massages, which helped her to relax, and took saunas every day. You may not have access to these things at this time, and that's okay, but I thought I would mention it anyway. Right before bed, she would take a warm Epsom salt bath with lavender essential oil. If you're having trouble falling to sleep or sleeping, then taking a warm bath is very beneficial to help relax your body and get into that sleep mode. So again, a warm Epsom salt bath. Epsom salts have a high content of magnesium, which helps to relax the body. If you don't have a bathtub, simply take a warm shower and put some lavender essential oil on your curtain so that you can breathe it in. Maybe scrub your body with the Epsom salts. She also incorporated the herb valerian root. Now, valerian is great for inducing sleep, and it's a herb that is very helpful for calming the body as well. You can order a valerian root tincture. Just Google it, look for it on Amazon. Our health food store here at Eden Valley, I believe, sells it, so you could get onto our country store website and look for that. She would take 2 dropperfuls of valerian root tincture in boiling water, which evaporated the alcohol out, and that helped to induce sleep for her. She also took 1 teaspoon of magnesium right before bed as well. And she did that through a supplement called Calm. You may have heard of it, C-A-L-M, Calm. And it's simply just a powder that's content is magnesium. And you mix that in water and drink it, and it will help the body to relax. Magnesium also helps activate neurotransmitters in the brain that are responsible for calming the body and the mind, and so will induce sleep. She cracked her window for that fresh air, and she also had a heart of gratitude, counting her blessings and thanking God for his work in her life. Which leads me to our final remedial agency we will discuss, and that is trust in God. Trust in God encompasses that which we cannot do for ourselves. To trust God is to essentially take the pressure and focus off from ourselves and depend upon the one who can make all things possible, including living a healthy, happy, hope-filled life. Jesus said, "Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid." The word "let" indicates a choice in the matter. The Bible says that God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 3 says, "Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusts in thee." Friends, let us trust God and direct our attention, our thanksgiving to him, and we may possess a wonderful peace even in the midst of seeming despair and challenging circumstances. I encourage you to spend time in God's Word, remembering his promises and giving thanks and gratitude to him for the things in your life. Every morning, write 5 things that you are grateful for. It will improve your outlook during this time tremendously. Just 5 things. That is the homework that I'm challenging you with, that every morning or evening you write down, actually write it out, 5 things that you're thankful for. And I know that it will tremendously improve your outlook. Thank you for watching. Travis, our lifestyle director, will be live Sunday, this Sunday at 4 p.m., discussing in more detail the immune system and what you can be doing at this time to protect yourself. And at that time, you can also ask questions, and he will be able to answer those for you via the live stream. Thank you, and God bless.